Good evening, Big Brother fans. We'll go with evening. It's 5:30 Big Brother time, 8:30 Eastern time, PM, on a Saturday, day 75. And we have a Power Veto winner, so I don't think I talked to you guys since nominations happened, or did I? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We had our nominations of Chemo and Rubina by Mackenzie, as we expected. Mackenzie is the current head of household. So we kind of knew that either Rubina or Chemo probably needed to win the Power of Veto if they wanted to have a shot of not getting evicted on Thursday. That seems to be the sentiment. Seems pretty much a lock that, at least as of now, it seemed pretty much a lock that Chelsea is keeping Mackenzie very close to her, and Cam was running around with them too. So Chelsea, Cam, and Mackenzie were kind of one triplet, and then Rubina and Chemo were the other of the total 5 that are left in the house. That was most of yesterday. As I said, nominations did happen. Chemo did end up on the block. Chemo kind of isolated himself a little bit. Rubina was out and about doing stuff with people, but the real feeling was, and Chemo and Rubina talked about it last night. They were like, we have to see if we can somehow convince Mackenzie to take a shot at Chelsea, because she's gonna, Chelsea's kind of pulling the strings here a little bit, I think what they felt. So I don't think they would have a chance. But first of all, one of them needed to win the Power Veto so that Mackenzie would be forced to put someone else up, right? So today the Power Veto ceremony has happened. Really, all that's happened today is the house guests got up, sat around and did nothing for a good hour or two, and then the feeds went down for the Power Veto competition. Everybody got to play, of course, and we knew from Julie that it was going to be the BB Comics. It was indeed the BB Comics. Feeds came back about roughly half an hour ago, and Mackenzie won the Power of Veto. So, right off the top, that means Mackenzie's probably not going to use it. Chemo or Rubina will leave. Probably Chemo. That's who they were leaning towards, is Chemo. So that's where things stand as of right at this instant. However, turns out that Chelsea and Mackenzie are kind of ticked off at Cam, because Cam sounds like Cam came in last place in the comics competition. Sounds like Chemo beat him, and they're like, that's not acceptable. And I guess I just saw right before I started recording, it was reported that Cam took a break during the competition. So, oh, it's just so tiring, I'm taking a break. And it took him over half an hour to do. And I don't know I thought he timed out, but maybe he didn't time out. But whatever happened, he was the worst. And Chelsea and Mackenzie are totally convinced now that he's intentionally throwing competitions just to get dragged along to the end by Mackenzie or Chelsea, and then he's going to try to win some at the end and claim that it was all his technique, and so he'll deserve to win, right? Now, Mackenzie's saying, I'm tempted to just put him up this week, take down Rubina, and put up Cam in Rubina's place. I don't think Chelsea wants him to do that. I think Chelsea's perfect final 3 is her, Mackenzie, and Cam. And I think she'd rather take Cam to the very end because, look, Mackenzie just won another competition. She's a bit of a comp beast in reality. She is definitely winning competitions. I would say that Mackenzie's argument would be I'm the brains, and Mackenzie's would be she's the brawn, right? I understand that Chelsea has won some competitions too, but I don't think Has she beat Mackenzie in a competition? Have they been competing in the same ones? Because, Mackenzie won the competition, the head of household competition, but Mackenzie was sitting that one out. I'd have to look it up and figure it out, but not that critical. It doesn't matter. I really think that Mackenzie's argument would be I won a bunch of competitions. Chelsea's would be I was the brains and I orchestrated a lot of these things, and I influenced Mackenzie, which here's where the Power of Veto stuff gets a little bit funny, BB Comics. So I don't know all the comics that they did. They mentioned that Cedric got Young Cedric, which is they were coming up with a TV show called Young Cedric. They mentioned that sounded like Angela may have gotten Atomic Mom or something, like Atomic Bomb, Atomic Mom. I can't remember many of the other ones, except I'm pretty sure that Mackenzie said that she was a sexy effing robot. So she was portrayed as a robot, and Chelsea was portrayed as some kind of a chip, like a microchip. Now, those that know, and are online, know that there has been intimated by multiple Twitter accounts that Mackenzie is just a robot that Chelsea is programming. And so to have Chelsea as a microchip, remember she was a chip at the very beginning, right? She and Cedric were chips. But to have Chelsea as a chip and Mackenzie as a robot could be a little bit of nod and a wink from the production. We don't know, but it was pointed out by someone who follows Dolphica, and it could be. So that was something kind of funny to happen. That's about it, really. That's what's going on. I'm telling, like I said, it's now 5:40 p.m. Big Brother time. A lot's going to happen between now and Monday, and now I'll be able to talk to you about it on Monday. So we're up in the air. There's a chance that Mackenzie will consider putting up Cam. Rabina and Chemo are going to have to come trying to get some stuff, trying to work some magic with Mackenzie in the next 36 hours. We'll see. We'll see what happens. They talked about it last night, and then they didn't really do anything. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see how close Mackenzie or how close Chelsea stays to Mackenzie going forward. I have a feeling she's going to stay pretty close to her. And but we'll see if if Chelsea just decides, or not Chelsea, if Mackenzie decides she's had enough of Cam and decides to either make a statement and scare him, or frankly vote him out. But remember, it is only 2 votes to evict, and correction, it's 2 votes to evict, but you could have a 1-1 tie, in which case Chelsea can make the decision. So there's no reason that Chelsea can't put Cam up as to kind of make a point to him, like, dude, you're ticking me off, and then it could be a split vote, and she could vote out Chemo if she wanted to. But Mackenzie's all worried about the jury vote, so even though she nominated Chemo, she might be worried that if I have to vote him out, he won't vote for me. Yeah, so that's what's up. You guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'll do the same. It's been a good weekend so far. Pooch is still improving. The fever is gone. She had a fever. She's now was under 102. So that's good for dogs. She's still got to gain a lot of weight and everything, but she's much better than she was this time last week. Much better than she was this time last week. So there you go. There's your little tiny doggo update. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good rest of your weekend. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting all that good stuff. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.